So to get started, you want to arrange your cords on the board in colour order. So you should have 2 sections of 4 cords, and on the outside you can have a background colour, and the one next to it will be a contrast colour at each side, and the 2 left in the centre will be the background colour. So this is a 4-row repeat pattern, and to begin the pattern I'm going to take 4 of the cords and put them out of the way, and then I'm going to do a square knot with these 4. So just want to do this how you would do just a basic square knot pattern. I'm going to take the 2 cords in the centre and clip these to the bottom of the board, and then taking these 2 I'm going to do square knot over the top. So just want to go over, over and through, and then under, under and through. And then I want to do the same thing at the other side. So to begin your second row, you want to take the 2 outside cords at each side and put these out of the way for now. And then taking the remaining 4 cords, you want to take the 2 in the centre and clip these to the bottom of the board. And then you want to do a square knot with the remaining cords. And once you've done that square knot, you want to work at either side with the 2 remaining cords, and clipping the outside colour to the bottom of the board. Let's take the contrast colour next to it and do a hitch knot by going over and pulling through, and then under and pulling through. And then you want to do a mirror of that at the other side. So for row 3, you want to do the same thing that you did for row 1. So you want to separate into 2 sections, and then taking the 2 centre cords from one section, you want to do a square knot, and you want to do the same thing for this section as you do for that section. And for your 4th row, you want to take 1 cord at either side and put that out of the way. And then you want to take your contrast colours and leave those out. And then you want to take the remaining 4 cords and clip these to the bottom of the board. And then taking your contrast colours, you're going to do a square knot over these 4 cords. So once you've done that, you want to return to what you did in row 1, and you want to keep repeating these 4 sections over and over until you get the bracelet as long as you want it to be. So once you've got the bracelet as long as you want it, you can do one final square knot over all the cords just to hold everything in place. And you can do more than one square knot if you want. So once you've done that, you can unclip from the bottom of the board, and then you want to separate your sections back into two. So what I'm going to do for mine is I'm going to trim one of the tail ends off just so I've got 3 cords in each section. So once I've done that, I'm going to take the remaining 3 cords and I'm just going to braid the ends. Once you've got the braided end as long as you want it, you can just take all your cords and tie a knot in the end to hold everything in place. And once you've done that, you can trim and seal the excess. So I'm going to use a lighter to seal here, but you could use glue if you prefer. And once you're finished, you should end up with something that looks like this. If you didn't do a loop at the beginning, you would do one braided tie on end here and one braided tie on end here instead of the 2 like I have. And that is your completed macrame bracelet.